update. This is an update to the last one. So I'm just gonna... Okay. Yep. Just for a summary, I found a 70-page rant my husband had written about how disgusting obese people are, with very detailed violent fantasies of torturing them. This turned out way more extreme than I was expecting. I asked him about it a few weeks ago, shortly after I posted here. Most of the argument was him denying every which way he could. He was defensive and aggressive as soon as I asked him about it. He said he had no idea what I was talking about. He had nothing like that. So I said I'd show him, and he ran ahead of me to his computer and told me not to touch his shit. Then, more saying he had nothing like that and I was misunderstanding a book he was downloading or something. This was a Word doc, not a PDF or any other type of ebook. He insisted it was just a book. So why is it in an editable form? What's the title? What's the author? He had no answer. He just got angrier and tried to draw me away from those questions. I said, look, we both know what I'm talking about, and I was asking because I was worried and wanted to support him, not because I was mad or judging him, like I said in the first post. I thought it could somehow be tied to his feelings about his parents' death. All of that, hardly acknowledged at all. He said it had nothing to do with his parents. Now, he's always been pretty private about his feelings in general, so I wasn't expecting some great outpouring of emotion, but he dismissed my concern like it was an absurd idea. This was happening while he was literally standing in front of his computer desk to keep me from trying to show him what I was talking about. Remember, he first said there wasn't anything about fat people on his computer. Then he says it's something he downloaded but can't say what. And then he changed it to I'm allowed to write whatever I want. And that he doesn't demand to know why I'm writing about romance. My sister and I collab sometimes on romantic themed fantasy stories set in a world we made up as kids. Since he compared it to my stories, I asked if it was a story then. Then he acted like it was obvious. Yeah, it's for friend's writing contest. His friend is a standard comic geek who primarily writes Marvel Universe fanfiction. Like, I seriously doubt this would fit any kind of writing contest he's hosting, if there even was a contest. Not to mention, my husband has never once shown an interest in creative writing. In remembering what I read, it simply doesn't have the structure of a story. No title, but file name was Trimming the Fat for a Better America. It's an incoherent, angry monologue. It's repetitive with constant descriptions of how gross obese people are and careens off into random torture scenes. No plot, no developed characters. I forgot to mention, I'd start talking to him at night once he'd gotten home from work and eaten, so by this point I was really tired and just didn't want to keep arguing. I hadn't expected anything close to this amount of denial. I basically threw my hands up and said, okay, and we went to bed. Next morning, he acted like normal, like it hadn't happened. Ever since then, it's been the same. I did try to ask a second time, but he brushed me off, saying he already told me it was for the contest. That was a very brief and calm exchange, not a fight. I haven't been back on his computer. I don't want to snoop on him. So here I am now, still with no real answer than before, kind of questioning why I'm even writing this because nothing actually happened, but I saw a few messages of people wanting to know what he said, so there it is. I'm basically accepting that it's his private thoughts. May or may not be how he deals with grief, but I don't want him to stop trusting me because I keep pushing a conversation he doesn't want to have. So I'm not planning to bring it up again. I'm still concerned he might be struggling with something, but I'm not sure what else I can do, except making sure he knows I'm here to support him and listen.
I have learned from this. I don't think I'm a stand by your man woman. Nope.
Not
gone.
like that. No.
Gone.
No. See, I can stand by a lot. Like, I can... Sickness.
Yeah. Sickness, injury.
Yes. Mental sickness.
Yeah.
To a degree. Once you start talking about killing people, I don't know. I mean... I can hypothetically see staying with someone if you're like, I'm going to live apart from you while you get help.
Yeah.
And once you're better, maybe we can revisit being together. But you're not a stable person. You're not a safe person.
Yeah.
With those kind of thoughts and feelings. Those are so violent. And yeah, the gaslighting and changing the stories, you can tell he's not a good person. Like, he was not just going to come out and talk to you about it.
No.
So now you're going to live the rest of your life knowing that your husband has these horrible, horrible, violent, vicious thoughts, and he gets off to them.
Right.
And he gets off to them. That's sick. That I would never be able to, like, touch him again.
At all. No. And I would worry so much about, like, my weight and how I appeared to him.
Yeah.
Because he already has all of these things in his head that he wants to do. And at a certain point, thinking about it and using your hand might not be enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's literally, like, the psychology of serial killers. Like, it's for some of them, there are a plethora of different types of serial killers, but one of them is like the gratification of killing that, you know, and there's only so much that doing it over in your imagination, like,
until you do it, and then they ride that high for a little bit, and then
they do it again.
Pick it up in frequency.
And it doesn't even have to be the wife. Like, imagine any other woman outside, you know, any other man outside that he feels like he can just grab. No, ew.
Yeah.
I hate that. That's scary.
Yeah. This commenter says, sounds like he has a fetish, but I find it scary that you've been together for 15 years and he's still keeping such big secrets from you. 2, if you were to consider, hold on. 2, if I were you, I would consider his stupid, meandering lies as an insult to my intelligence. How stupid must he think you are to believe that changing his story every 5 minutes might actually convince you? And 3, if you're planning to stay with him and never address this, I better hope you never gain weight.
That is exactly. And think of how bad for your mental health that would be, because it's constantly, he's in the back of your head, like, don't eat that because you're going to gain a little bit more weight and then you're going to be obese, and you know what happens to obese people.
I'm going to fantasize about killing you.
Yeah, and then jack off to it. Like, holy shit. No, no. And it's definitely, it sucks that she is in this position, and she, like, I mean, she's a stand by her man woman, and she loves him, and she doesn't.
For 15 years?
Girl, stand up.
Yeah.
Stand up. No. We don't stand for these men here. No, siree. I can't even. I just feel gross now.
Yep.
I'm like that. Not to make fun of Trisha Paytas, but I'm like that Trisha Paytas clip whenever Ethan and her end frenemies, and she's like, "No, I'm done. We need to end this. We need to end this."
I really think I'm going to end it soon, and not for any reason. It was a good run, you know, but I think I'm going to end it soon.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That made me feel icky. I really wanted to get some food after this.
Oh my God.
Now I feel icky.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel icky because I'm with a person that would never, ever, ever do something like that. So, well, no, oh my God. No. I was just making, I'm like, it's the point that I was going to make is that it's scary that you never know who
because they hid it for 15 years.
Yeah, you never really know. And that's like the whole point of some of the true crime shows is like, who the fuck did I marry? Or who the bleep did I marry? Snapped.
Like, I like how you say bleep. Like, we don't say fuck on this podcast regularly.
No, that's what the show's called. It's called Who the Bleep Did I Marry? But I said, who the fuck did I?
Say it.
No. Speak up. No.
Yeah.
Can't.
You never really know.
You never know.
They could be taking girls to their ghost dungeon and cheating on you. Or they could be writing some weird murder porn that they're getting off to.
Or they could be...
making AI.
Yep, I was about to say. Or they could be making your computer haunted.
Or they could be making your computer haunted.
So
I thought technology is not the issue. It's actually men.
No. Yeah. Oh,
that's the take. That's the takeaway.
Yeah, the whole thing. Most
technology's
of the time,
fine.
Yeah. No, technology still isn't fine. AI is so scary. You know what I think about sometimes? I think about, so you know how in Lord of the Flies it's all boys and they all end up like, I'm like, well, the girls would have such a better time. Like they would make everything so much better. But then I think about Yellow Jackets.
Well, okay, there was I think that's also teenage girls might be a little bit different. There was an experiment that was done with maybe elementary age kids.
Yeah.
And it had the boy group who kind of did go a little bit rogue and Lord of the Fliesy. And the girl group where they
made like a
crafted
government
together.
And
They literally braided each other's hair and had a nice time.
Yeah.
So...
But Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets is a different story.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets is literally Lord of the Flies, but with women, girls, teenage girls.
Yeah, I think it's specifically that slice of high school.
Yeah. Yeah,
it
where
turns us
everybody
into boys.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. My last year of high school was that way too. A lot of people who I went to high school can attest it was a rough time. It was a rough time. Everybody was having a rough time.
Yeah.
I get like war flashbacks. You like see it in my eye. There's like a dead part right back here from there. Oh, anyway, that I don't really like this. I'm glad you get to edit this episode.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, well, I hated that.
Same.
If you enjoyed that little story, be sure to watch the full episode here.
And make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazzy.
Jazzy? I see what you did there. Wait, what was that?